What's up you guys and welcome back. I'm FPL Nymphria and this is my FPL Game Week 17 review and Game Week 18 and Christmas preview video. Swiftly on to my Game Week 17 review, and it's been a slightly better game week for me and a small green arrow, so here's what happened. I am #TeamFab and loving it. Another 9 points from Fabianski. I have been so grateful for his points the last few game weeks and I'm hoping he can keep it up going forward. I gave Alonso the run out at Brighton and for the 6th game in a row Marcus got me no returns for just 1 point. Despite facing Man United, I felt more confident playing Robertson, in the hope he could nick a little something. He had 4 key passes, made 11 crosses and had 1 shot off target for an unlucky 2 points. Lastly, after watching Liverpool squish Bournemouth in Game Week 16, I had no concern over playing Doherty against them, and he wandered away with a clean sheet and 6 points. Now you'll notice that Laporte is not in the defensive lineup. Well, I didn't sell him, but my transfer this week in midfield did leave me with a lineup headache. Here's why. I bought Snodgrass for the injured Hughes this week, as discussed in my previous video, but knowing I wanted to play Snoddy against Fulham left me faced with dropping one of Robertson, Richarlison or Laporte to the bench. Robertson was at home and got an attack and return in the previous game week. Richarlison had looked dangerous against Watford the previous week and had got a goal, whilst Laporte had only 1 clean sheet in 6 games and that clean sheet had come away from home. I decided to do the risky thing of dropping my premium defender to the bench, especially as I knew Rich had the tougher fixture, but felt he might be a differential for just that reason. In the end, it didn't matter as both Richarlison and Laporte got the exact same points. However, Richarlison had several chances, 2 shots off target, 1 shot blocked and 1 big chance missed. He was unlucky not to get something. But the main thing being that I never wavered about playing Snodgrass, and boy did the West Ham boys deliver. Yes, when I say West Ham boys, I am imagining that sung to Pet Shop Boys West End girls. You can talk about your Sterlings and Sanés this game week, but for a fraction of the price, this game week, Snoddy and Anderson did the business. Snodgrass with a goal, clean sheet and 3 bonus points for 11 points, and Anderson with the assist and clean sheet for 6 points. Thanks lads. But talking of Sterling, he had us all in a tiz when Pep benched him for the 2nd time in a matter of weeks. Rather unusually though, he did come off of the bench for 24 minutes and got us suffering managers a goal for 6 points. My strike force still continues to be a mixed bag again this game week. Wilson was yellow, but I did have a feeling he'd play 30 or 60 minutes in Game Week 17 based on the pressers. He did get 30 minutes, but unfortunately failed to return for just 1 point. But I had to try it, as I always try to favour my attacking players. Albert is frustrating me. He had 2 shots on target, 1 shot off target and 3 big chances missed in the last match. I just really want him to go nuts, just once, so I can enjoy both owning him and him scoring for my team at the same time. Though I do have to say, fair play to Southampton though. They are our bogey team and they did play brilliantly. Lastly, we come to Harry Kane. How do we solve a problem like Sir Harold? Us captainers had to wait until the 91st minute for an assist. Spurs should have mullered that Burnley team given Liverpool's hammering in Game Week 16, yet Poch left Kane's creators on the bench for most of the match, meaning Kane's output was much less than what it could have been. Will this keep happening? And if so, can we keep hold of this expensive asset? I guess we'll have to see. All of that means I got 56 points in total, above the average, and a medium green arrow, but still outside of the top 100k at 105,021. My only other mention here is to Obi-Wan, who was last on my bench with a clean sheet for 6 points. Slightly unexpected, but good on Palace. So let's take a look ahead to Game Week 18. I'll take you through how it's currently lined up and then my potential transfers going forward over the Christmas period. #TeamFab rides again against Watford. This is a 50-50 chance of a clean sheet, with it being 4 wins each and 2 draws the 10 times these two teams have faced each other. In the last 2 fixtures, it's been 2-0 to either team. Let's hope with West Ham being at home that they can keep a clean sheet again. My defence will be a tricky lineup again this week, with Alonso at home to Leicester, Robertson and Doherty facing off, and Laporte at home to Crystal Palace. On form, I should probably bench Laporte again, but Doherty has the tougher fixture. I can't help feel if I end up benching Laporte again, it might be time to get rid. More on that a bit later. But given the attacking threat of the other three, it's hard to drop them. Pop me a message in the comments below on which you would play and who you drop. I'll be interested to see what you would do. In midfield, I will start Sterling in the hope that Pep also does the same. It was 5-0 the last time Palace were at the Etihad to Man City, and Pep will want to do everything he can to be at the top of the league at Christmas. So we should see City go all out here. Richarlison faces Spurs before his fixtures turn for the better again. He is at home, and the hope is that if he gets the chances he got at the Etihad again, that he'll at least be able to take one of them. Rich is a difficult one though. He's currently taking up a premium spot in my midfield. He needs to impress at Spurs to keep that. More of that in a moment. I will play my West Ham boys again. I'm not sure how long this magical bandwagon will last, but I'm on it, and boy, I could use a Christmas miracle. Watford have had the better chances created per match of 2.06, but this is as even Stevens as they come. These teams have won 7 each, lost 7 each, and 3 drawn this season. They both have 3 clean sheets and both have 1.47 average goals conceded per match. There is likely to be goals here on both sides, but let's just hope that Snodgrass and Anderson will be amongst them for West Ham. My front 3 are as follows, and all of them are on thin ice this Christmas. Wilson will be keeping his spot up front. Bournemouth are in need of a win, desperately. Mind you, so are Brighton. Wilson might have to leave my team again soon, with Jimenez, Ings and Rondon all smashing it. So right now is Wilson's time to remind me why I would regret selling him again. The last time Burnley came to the Emirates, it was 5-0 to Arsenal, and I was sure after Burnley faced Liverpool it would be a shoe-in for Alba points. But now I'm not so sure. Burnley almost shut out Spurs, and they'll now have Southampton, who played against us, for inspiration. Aubameyang has been such a letdown for me, so this might be one match too many if he blanks again. However, I have to play him and give him the chance. Kane will hopefully be at Goodison. Can Spurs make it 4 wins in a row over Everton? Well, that remains to be seen. Kane has played Everton 8 times and got 7 goals. I need him to desperately add to that tally. Captaincy will be a tough one this week. I think I'm between Aubameyang, Kane and Sterling. I'd like to place it on Sterling with confidence, but given Pep's more frequent benching of him, that's made me a little worried. Aubameyang and Kane's returns have been, well, mixed. Right now it's on Kane, but I think I'll see how the midweek games play out before locking this in. Okay, so I plan to roll my transfer this game week, unless midweek throws something unexpected up. This is mainly because most of my moves I've considered requires 2 transfers, and I only have the 1. As I have family here for Christmas, my FPL updates will be on social media now until early in the new year, so I'll run you through my Christmas wish list in just a second. But with this lineup, Fix has me at a projected score of around 56 points this weekend. Let's hope we can do a little better than that, hey lads? So here is my Christmas wish list, and some of the transfers I might make. I suspect if Man City fail to keep another clean sheet, I will look to drop Laporte, with Trippier, Digne and Schindler as possible replacements. Right now, Digne's form, £1 mil cheaper price tag, and fixtures after Spurs seems to make him my most likely replacement. Alonso's clean sheets and fixtures keep him in contention, but Luiz is cheaper and right now seems a better option, so this is a wait and see. I will look to get one of Mane or Firmino in the next few weeks. weeks if Salah stays quiet. Otherwise, I will need to squeeze him back in. Barring that happening, Firmino has 1 goal and 2 assists in the last 3 and is considerably cheaper than Kane or Aubameyang. Mane might not get the overall points of Salah this season, but could be a cheaper way into that Liverpool midfield. Hazard is firmly on my watch list. With 1 goal and 5 assists in just 4 matches and 35.1% owned, makes him a very dangerous FPL asset not to own. So I could do Digne for Laporte, Firmino for Kane, which could make Richarlison Hazard, for instance, over the next few weeks. But we'll see how this injury plays out with Hazard before making those moves. I also want to see Sterling's rotation given Sané's cheaper price tag, and Jimenez, Rondon and Ings are putting up serious cases for Wilson's spot. They could be straight swaps going forward, so let's see how the Christmas period treats us. And that's it, you guys. Lots of luck as always in Game Week 18 and the festive period. Hope you liked the video. Feel free to check out my sponsors fantasyfootballfix.com. And remember, there's not long now until we find out who is top of my league at Christmas for the £100 prize money, courtesy of fanvibe.com. Please support me by liking and subscribing. Happy Christmas everyone, and a green arrow new year. Thanks for being here for me this year. Until next time, Nymphria out.